Right before our eyes, it happened. Gautam Adani became the third richest man in the world, displacing Bernard Arnault. If you've never heard about billionaire Gautam Adani or how he spends his vast net worth of billions, then you're on the right channel, because that's precisely what today's video will discuss. The Adani lifestyle is one you would surely love to hear about, as being the head of a conglomerate such as the Adani Enterprise is a significant feat. So we'll find out how this Mr. Moneybags lives his billion-dollar life. Without wasting time, let's get to it. Gautam Adani is an Indian billionaire born on the 24th of June in 1962. He had his early life in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, where he was raised by his father, Shantilal Adani, and his mother, Shantaben Adani. He attended Gujarat University, where he enrolled to study commerce. However, he dropped out of the university during his second year to pursue his business career. And now, we can all witness the luxurious turn that story took. But while many may be quick to compare Adani's lifestyle with other billionaires in the game, like Jeff Bezos or Bill Gates, Adani is believed to be an introvert, and most information on his spending is not out there for public view. He likes to keep a low profile, even with a net worth of $138 billion. Luckily, we have a list of things Adani couldn't hide from the public, and we'll begin with the most fascinating of all, his light aircraft collection. This right here is a Bombardier Challenger 605, purchased by Gautam Adani in 2009. This corporate jet is worth $27 million and seats 12 people while offering the most extensive cabin area with excellent configurations. This upgraded model of the Bombardier Challenger 604 is a jet made by some of the finest engineers in the jet-making company Bombardier. This jet can also travel far through a range of 7,400 kilometers with an estimated journey time of 8 hours. Powered by two General Electric CF34-3B engines, this magnificent machine contains high-quality facilities like free Wi-Fi, in-flight luggage compartments, and lots more. But hold on, what's more? Seats with LCDs and a fully serviced galley are also part of the exquisite Bombardier jet's interior features. Still gushing over the Bombardier? Well, another beautiful piece that will make you nod in excellent approval is the Embraer Legacy 650. Gautam Adani's most preferred jet for traveling is the Embraer Legacy 650. He uses this $30 million aircraft for most of his business trips around India and intercountry. The flying experience from using this aircraft is incredible. It has 3 zoned cabins and a passenger capacity of 14 people. May I also mention that this jet is incredibly fast? An engine power compared to the combined strength of 2 Rolls-Royce engines and a speed of 850 kilometers per hour, coupled with a 9,020 pounds thrust, will undoubtedly put it on the list of the fastest jets. And Adani is a proud owner of such a jet. But is this all about the Embraer? Of course, there are more fantastic features like Wi-Fi access and LCD TVs in passenger seats for entertainment. This jet also has notable improvements from the previous model, adding wings, engines, and central tanks. And without a doubt, we now understand that the third richest man in the world may be conservative in his demeanor, but not in his spending. However, this is only part of Adani's collection, as he's got one more jet called the Hawker Beechcraft 850 XP. This jet is fancied by many billionaires in India, as businessmen like Gautam Singhania have also been seen utilizing the aircraft model. Now, this jet is not your average jet, and we're not saying that any jet is average. But despite the $13.7 million price tag, other expenses under the fixed cost of this aircraft have been set to suit the richest billionaires' living standards. The fixed cost of the luxury aircraft is up to $408,800, with a $4,500 charter price. It has a comfortable interior and can seat 15 passengers. Its ability to reach 39,000 feet in height is astounding, and it uses less fuel in the process. Considering the cabin facilities, everything you'll find inside is elegant. From the LCD lighting to the breathable seats and many other features, there's almost nothing you won't find in this jet that the engineers did not create to make your trip as comfortable as possible. It was made in the United Kingdom and specifically designed for high and hot weather. However, we now see that Adani's collection of aircraft is part of how the tycoon spends his fortune. But this isn't all that there is about his expenditures. While Gautam Adani's aircraft collection was a sight to behold, we gotta remember to mention this billionaire's car collection. And although this is is a partial list of Adani's fleet of luxurious cars. The prices and specs of these will blow your mind. Check out the Range Rover LWB 3.0, owned by Adani and belonging to the Range Rover by Land Rover mid-spec series. This car has a torque output capacity of 700 Newton meters with an input of 346 bhp. The interior screams wealth with its black and classic wood inlays. It's a 7-seater vehicle with an 8-speed automatic transmission and a standard 4-wheel drive system, just like other similar car brand models. This $301,000 Range Rover was purchased by Adani around October 2022. And although it is a car that stands out among others, you may find this next one fascinating. The Rolls-Royce Ghost. This superb vehicle, made for only the finest and most prestigious in society, is worth over $300,000. And this beauty sits comfortably in the garage of the college dropout turned millionaire, Gautam Adani. Living a wealthy lifestyle, Adani cannot but go for the very finest, as this car has impressive features worth mentioning and is part of his most expensive cars. Having a seating capacity of 5 people, the Rolls-Royce Ghost has cabin-like seats made with the best materials. Its engine is strong, producing 562 horsepower and a 780 Newton meters maximum torque. The Rolls-Royce is genuinely captivating, but you also need to check this out. The BMW 7 Series is the perfect ride for leaving a lasting impression. Adani is the proud owner of this BMW with a cost price of over $180,000. The vehicle promises and delivers comfort and class to its riders. However, a distinct feature of the BMW 7 Series is its capacity for good speed. It can accelerate in 5 seconds from 0 to 100 kilometers. It also has a peak speed of 40 kilometers an hour and a 53-kilometer electric driving range. Also, did you know that the expensive variant of this car is worth over $290,000? However, the Ferrari California is another car worth mentioning in Adani's garage that will sweep you off your feet. Adani seems to have a thing for fast cars, as the Ferrari California was spotted among his luxury car collections. Among his fast cars and most others, the Ferrari California is the one he's reported to love the most, while also being one of the most expensive, costing a whopping $328,100. This car is indeed a head-turner with its exquisite red color exterior and well-designed interior. It has 2 V8 engines that are fuel-injected and can deliver 485 Newton meters at 5,000 RPM. With an acceleration speed from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in 4 seconds, this Ferrari earned its place among the fastest cars in its class. But here's something even more interesting about Adani's luxury way of life. There is an expensive list of other things Adani spends his billions on. And if you're eager to find out what they are, quickly like this video and press the subscribe button to get more fantastic information about the lifestyle of Adani, as well as his fellow billionaires. Now, let's get right back into it. It's not limited to jets and cars, or even what we'll discuss next, which is Adani's expensive mansion in New Delhi. This mansion, owned by the 3rd richest man in the world, was purchased for 400 crore, which is approximately $48.2 million. He placed the winning bid with his offer to buy the house. And although few things about the house's interior are revealed to the public, we know that the house is super huge for a residential home, as it looks more like an office building. The apartment would need an entire staff to run the day-to-day maintenance of the whole place. This building was built across 3.4 acres and was referred to as Aditya Estates before the name changed to Adani House. But what more can we say concerning his real estate properties? Well, we cannot say that this mogul owns but a single mansion, but rather, we can say that he owns a portfolio of properties around India and Asia. Adani owns several houses in locations like Delhi and Ahmedabad, and they are worth millions of dollars with beautiful aesthetics and high maintenance. These days, Adani is involved in several projects he has spent his money on. And before we conclude this video, we'd like to talk about those projects. Gautam Adani is the kind of billionaire that spends his money on projects that he believes will change the world. And like a few billionaires, he's built an empire and a steady cash flow to support his vision. One of the projects Adani recently spent money on was purchasing a stake in the news channel NDTV. He purchased over 50% of the company, leaving him with the power to make significant decisions that could shape the company at his discretion. Even with the complaints and resistance from the press, Adani still believes he can improve the company. But all these media deals are only some of his recent expenditures. While this award-winning businessman is busy purchasing the media in India, he's also working on a renewable energy project based on green energy. This project is worth billions of dollars as it's a long-term plan with several investments to be made in it. The promise promise of a better living environment through green energy is a dream Adani seeks to fulfill, as the $201 billion Adani Group has budgeted over $70 billion for the green energy project over the next decade. While these are just the highlights of his lifestyle, it's essential to note that Gautam Adani is also involved in other projects involving heavy financial transactions that may not necessarily be brought to the public's attention, as is typical with most billionaires. However, for now, there's more luxury to be readily discovered in the following videos. So let's get to it then.